Hello and welcome to the episode of Project Management Podcast from the Blue Ocean, a leading educational provider across the globe. And I am your PMP certified guide explaining you the concept of project management profession. This is the introductory episode to the broadcast, and I would start by thanking you for showing confidence in our training material similar to other PMP aspirants across the globe. Our training material is prepared and reviewed by PMP experts, ensuring that you get quality material from us to ensure that you pass your exam in your first attempt. I give you our assurance that you will get best training material, guidance, and support for your PMP exam. Get in touch with us and we will always listen and help you so that you focus on the training contents and we deliver the best to you. Before I start explaining you about PMP exam, let me tell briefly about myself. I have worked as project manager for various CMMI companies, managing projects for clients in US, Europe and Japan. I started training my colleagues in project management concepts few years back, and then I started releasing these podcasts to help my fellow colleagues across the globe to pass the exam in their first attempt. So you see, our organization lays a lot of emphasis on passing the exam in first attempt. Our organization ensures to see those three letters PMP behind your name in your first exam attempt. Do you know what is meant by PDU and its relevance for PMP exam? Can you answer this? How PDU differs from the contact hours? My friend, keep listening to this podcast as the Blue Ocean demystify the PDU concept for you. To answer above questions, let us understand why PMI emphasize so much on acquiring PDUs before the exam. By now, if you have listened to our other podcasts, you know that PMI is a global organization and serves professionals from nearly every field. So someone might be a construction manager, someone might be an electrical manager, he can be an IT manager, and this list can go on. Every year, more than 1,000 people register for PMP examination from all around the world. The question then arises is, what is the way for PMI to measure that people having such varied experience have common project management knowledge, which PMI can measure and award PMP certification? Keeping this diversity of people who are keen to take PMP examination, PMI came up with a measurement tool for measuring the professional experience and learning knowledge of its members and non-members. So this measuring scale is known as Professional Development Unit or PDU in short. Simple science, yeah? This helps PMI to measure the knowledge of managers on a common scale. So if someone says that I have 30 PDUs and someone else says that he has 100 PDUs, irrespective of their profession, one can deduce that person who has 100 PDUs have more experience in project management activities. Now the next question is how it fits into the eligibility criteria for PMP examination. PMI does not want that anyone can walk into their PMP exam centers and just appear for the exam. So that's why they have three major eligibility criteria, which we have talked in one of our other podcasts, and 35 contact hours is one of the eligibility criteria. The main objective of acquiring PDUs or contact hours is that the person appearing for the exam has required knowledge, have undergone a formal training along with passing the simulation exam, and then have been provided with 35 contact hours. Remember that any PDU captured before the PMP exam is known as contact hours, and we will refer to it like that in our podcast and training material. So if you go through the training material provided by the Blue Ocean on PMP exam, it will make you eligible for acquiring these 35 contact hours. Just remember, 1 hour of time spent on the project management related activity or learning material means 1 contact hour. In a nutshell, after you go through our training material for minimum 35 hours and pass the simulated exam, you will get 35 contact hours from us, which makes you to fulfill one of the main conditions of PMP eligibility. We at the Blue Ocean ensures that you get your 35 contact hours after you devote minimum 35 hours on our training material and also pass the simulated practice exam. Our criteria for awarding these 35 contact hours or PDUs is slightly stringent from other training institutes, but this has helped number of students to pass PMP examination in their first attempt. So once you pass your actual PMP exam and are awarded PMP certification from PMI, any hours that you devote on project management activities can be claimed as PDU, subject to certain rules. With all that information, now your next step should be to visit the Blue Ocean website and refer to the free preparation material available and the paid training course material. We also have exam discussion forums which are reserved for our paid customers, where you can post your questions about the PMP exam and we ensure to answer your queries. So do make complete use of the exam forum to answer any questions related to the PMP exam. Once you purchase any of the Blue Ocean packages, you will receive a username and password to log into a learning website. And then I am always available around you. Consider me as your companion in your journey to pass the PMP exam. So prepare actively for PMP using our training material and support available. Remember, we ensure that you pass the exam in your first attempt. Until then, best of luck, my fellow colleagues.